What's up? Hey, hi. Doing the damn thing again. Today we're just gonna talk about some rough topics. I'm gonna probably spaz out towards the end of this about the topic that I'm finishing on, and this might be a little shorter than usual, just because I feel like my last pod was pretty long. It was like an hour long, so I want to do something a little shorter. But um, I kind of want to start to get a little bit more in tune with the current events. I feel like that would get more, it would touch base with more people. It would make more sense. People could have a better opinion on how I feel about shit, maybe. And it's just, it's the times, sticking with the times, staying in the times. And I'm probably not as prepared as I need to be for this one, but next time I will be with a lot more material in terms of information about the topics that I'm gonna spaz out about. So I feel like there's this thing about, the security of our planet right now, and like everybody goes into different quadrants about it. Everybody talks about like space travel, and we need to, conquer other lands, and then they talk about the fucking Earth and how we need to just worry about Earth in general before we even start touching base with other stuff. Because if we can't take care of our own planet, what makes you think we're gonna go to another planet? And I even saw this conspiracy theory at one point about someone saying that the previous in previous lifetimes or previous eons or whatever, that the planets neighboring us that are closer to the sun were our old homes. So like Mercury, Venus, the reason they are what they are is because they used to be habitable. Because if you look about the lifespan of space, the sun is just getting bigger, brighter, and hotter. So previously, back in those whatever years, Mercury would have been an habitable place to live because of the distance and everything, accustomed to just the planet. Like it was in the perfect distance. But as time went on, solar flares and the sun getting bigger, like it just ate up that planet, burned it out, and now it's just a fucking corpse of what it once was. And it's just like a really rocky, just fucking badlands. And then Venus, which is like kind of a newer version of that, is like this gassy planet that has an atmosphere that is probably the closest planet to Earth in terms of atmosphere and composition. They're saying Venus was once habitable, but due to the sun growing and the shit moving, because when they say like we're spinning and then we're moving like this through space. So like think about that as like getting closer or further away to the sun, like how that would affect the planet, maybe like its ability to be utilized for living. So like Venus was the next one, and then now Earth is like that sweet spot. Because we're in that sweet spot now. We got the atmosphere, we got oxygen, blah, 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 water. And now I think, like, if you look at it from, like, a grand evolutionary scale, if you think that, hey, our human race is considering going to Mars, do you not think that maybe some, societies of Mercury and Venus had the same idea about Earth? And that, the first few people that landed there were, like, the first people and all of that? Like, when you start thinking about it in absolutes like that, like if this was a society's or a planet's, fate to only travel to another planet and then to not or to die, like it would make sense about this theory being that we could somehow inhabit Mars and then live there because of it would become temperate to the distance to the sun in 500 solar years. Like, we don't know. Maybe, like, because you look at, I don't know. That's what I'm about to say about Mars is how you could see, like, pyramids and shit on it. That has nothing to do with it. Maybe Earth was, built like Mars is now back in the day so it could withstand the harsh weather and all that crazy shit. Like, who fucking knows? So, but the reason I wanted to talk about exploration of Earth. This is kind of like a sick topic. Supposedly, SpaceX has some Earth to Earth project. it's pending approval. So this is the problem with fucking social media, is that you always have to take it to an article to find the granular article of the topic. I just don't understand. Like, isn't the part of traveling, like, isn't it the time it takes to get there that is so invigorating that makes the difference in traveling across the globe? Like, I almost feel like this is like a way to, like, have really rich people abstain from, you know, stupid projects and stuff. Like, hey, like, we're just gonna give you, you know, a free trip to fucking Singapore. It'll take 30 minutes. Like, every flight to any location on this, you know, SpaceX Earth to Earth project is like 20 to 30 minutes. Like, you can get to New York to Singapore, China to fucking Hawaii, like wherever it's gonna be. Like, it's freaky though. Like, we're freaking out about flights right now, about flying planes, you know, and being safe in those. And now we just want to fucking use the same technology Elon is using 3 to 4 astronauts for, and that they're faking space trips with Katy Perry. We're gonna use that technology to travel the world at a moment's notice, and just at a freaking fingers wave, where it's gonna be like, oh, you can go, you can fucking travel the world, and look at you. Like, I get it. I get that. Like, this isn't like a recreational thing. This is focused for the individuals who would be using it. I don't know who that would be. Scientists, billionaires, whatever. This is for them. This isn't for the general man. I mean, it would be cool to have a trip and plan it, to have a 30-minute flight, to be like all that, you know, have all that jazz. But we're going to start doing like American Airlines miles and shit, like Delta plans and Delta rewards points for the SpaceX Earth to Earth shit. Like, but I don't know. I feel like this just really closely relates to that theory about, you know, Mercury and Venus being old planets of ours, because they could have been. And, you know, if we're just on this idea that we need to travel faster and farther, quicker, and we're like, oh, you know, we can just make the flight 30 minutes to fucking halfway around the world. But if we could put that same rocket power on Earth, what makes me think we can't go to Mars and we can take over Mars and do that whole thing? Like, it's just going to be, we're going to constantly trickle over until it doesn't even make sense anymore, until it's not logical. But, you know, I think it's kind of a cool thing. I don't think it's that bad. I think we should want to travel faster. Who wants to get on a fucking 10-hour flight? I mean, unless we have to, and we kind of need to, then I don't see the need for it. SpaceX Earth-to-Earth transportation project, leveraging the Starship and Super Heavy system, aims to drastically reduce travel times and costs between locations on Earth. This would involve launching from one location and landing at another, essentially using space as a shortcut. SpaceX projects that most international long-distance trips could be completed in 30 minutes or less using the system. Supposedly, this development cost was around 5 to 10 billion. Cost per launch is 10 million for Starship in reusable mode, significantly cheaper than existing launch vehicles, whatever that means. Starship is designed to carry a large payload, potentially 150 metric tons, to low Earth orbit. Blah, 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 blah. Starship aims to achieve costs as low as $10 per kilogram. $100 million loss cost per kilogram. Orbit would be as low as $100. Wait. Initial cost calculations suggest that even with a $100 million launch cost, the cost per kilogram to orbit could be as low as $100. Example scenario: hypothetical SpaceX Super Heavy Starship that cost $20 million to build and successfully flown 100 times over 2 years could have an average per flight cost of about $2.2 million. If the reusable mode has 220 tons of capacity, the payload cost would be less than $10 per kilogram. So, I mean, I guess this is a little bit more friendly to the user. If they're scaling it out in this way and saying it's going to be that useful, then I guess the fucking common man could fly on a SpaceX flight. So what do you say? There's going to be 100 people on that flight, maybe max, and let's just say 80 of them are civilians. It's $2 million to, you know, fly the thing. And you got to talk about ticket prices. Let's do two. Jesus Christ, I'm stuck at math. I'm not going to be able to do this math right now. 2 million divided, let's just call it 100. So, I mean, it's a fucking expensive plane ticket, I'll tell you that much. It's like $20K plane ticket, but fuck, plane tickets are a few K as it is to get to fucking Switzerland in 10 hours. So if you're talking about 30 minutes, I guess you could suffice that. I'd maybe range it to about 5 to 10K. And then, you know, include the American Airlines SpaceX to fucking Earth-to-Earth points. then we could do it up that way. But I don't know. Interesting topic, interesting, fluctuation of how life develops. And I thought I'd put that little node of a conspiracy theory in there because it closely aligns with this. And, it makes fucking sense that this is where we'd be going next after, these planes don't fucking work anymore. We're going to make rockets that go 15 times as high, go 15 times as fast, and they can go anywhere the fuck we want for triple the cost. That's America. But what are we going to do? But cool topic, I don't know what portions I'd gotten cut out. I'm still terrible at, putting podcasts together, so I'm pretty sure I missed some of the key points I wanted to touch on, but whatever. Closely relating to space. All right, so the date, it's 5/13/2025. It's 3 p.m. It's 5/13, May 13th, 2025. 12 days ago in Colombia, supposedly we recovered an orb or a UFO or some floating metal beam ball. We recovered it in fucking Colombia. Like, I don't know what to say now. I feel like I was just on the verge of being like, until we get alien activity, I'm fucking done with this alien bullshit. Fucking done. And then I got these shamans rubbing their fingers over a spherical silver ball with inscriptions on it, like Arabic inscriptions with gold, like letterings. It looks like a computer motherboard with like gold balls around it with like pyramids and like Taurus horns, and it's just this giant floating metal ball. It's like, what? This is if this is real, that's fucking freaky. Like, I just watched The Fifth Element with Bruce Willis. Shout out to Bruce Willis. I hope he's alright, which he's not. But holy fuck, dude. Like, that's some crazy shit. That we have a video of this floating orb. It hits a power line. Then we find the floating orb. There's a scientist that did a fucking X-ray on it, and he said that there was just like several layers of density with like these really small nodules, like light nodules found in them, where there's like 14 or 16 balls found in the middle of it, and it has these different variances of like density of metals. But the outer shell is like an egg, and then the rest of it is just like this solid material that slowly phases in and out of density. But like, it's like, there's nothing that we have to look in it but that. Like, there's nothing. Like, how the fuck does something like that fly? What the fuck does that mean? Like, how is this not main news headlines? How is this not the top headline on every fucking news? Like, I don't get it. Unless it's fucking fake, and it's some dude laughing his ass off in a basement. Like, I can't believe they fucking believed a silver ball with a SIM card logo on it. Like, I can't believe they thought this was real. Like, unless that's the case, then I'm pretty fucked up right now, man. I'm pretty fucked up. Like, this is cool as shit, and nobody wants to say anything about it. Yeah, like, in Colombia, it's obviously a big fucking deal. Like, they always get this shit. They always get the UFO sightings. If you ever listen to, like, some of those UFO guys, I can't remember their names right now. Their names are escaping me, but they always talk about how they see these crazy events, and obviously, like, Roswell and New Mexico, Arizona, Colorado. But then you get into like Mexico and South America, that's where those stories fucking go down, man. And like Chile and those super off-kilt reservation areas where it's just nothing but fucking open lands and it's just a house with no electricity. Of course those aliens are going to visit there because nobody's going to fucking record them. There's no EMF readings going off there. It's a fucking small house that they ran up on and didn't fucking know that was there. And now all of a sudden some random Chilean grandfather has a story about a UFO he saw in 1987 and no one believes him. And then they kill him because he thinks he's a fucking witch. Like, that's how this shit goes. So the fact that they're not delivering messages like this on grand scales, real or not, because we like to talk about a lot of bullshit, a lot of fake news all the time in the news, and then a fucking flying metal ball that's 100 pounds or whatever falls out of the sky, and it's got etchings on it, and indescribable etchings at that, and then indescribable density variations with indescribable X-ray layering or pictures. Like, we just want to not talk about it, and just, it's probably something cool. We just had a fucking whole drone thing, and all these things going over the East Coast, and like, people had pictures of them. Like, it had, like, there was nothing like concrete on it, and we wanted to fucking talk and freak out about it. But now we have this which I'm looking at it. I'm about to just pull up a video, but it's like so obvious that this shit is not of any other country, but maybe like the Middle East. I could see doing some shit like this. And if the Middle East has fucking tech like this, fuck, I am worried about World War III. This is not the people I want to get in the cahoots with if they're out here flying balls like this around. But I'm going to try to find a video of this so I can at least share my understanding.
UFOs are flying all over our skies, from spheres to orbs to plasma to flying saucers, you name it. They're everywhere. And it is a very rare occasion when they crash or fall out of the sky, like the recent crash landing in Colombia.
This is the video right here.
Now, I covered that in a video recently
this guy
because
is
I found it
approaching
fascinating. And I saw in the comments
so they got
a lot
a video
of
of
you
the
are
guy
very
who found it.
skeptical, and rightfully so. Because that sphere
this
UFO crash
guy.
is in the hands of Jaime Maussan,
guy.
who is not really
Jaime
a reliable
Maussan.
source. He's kind of
Not
a
a
grifter,
reliable source.
like many of the others out
Yep,
there.
I'm grifting right now. I'm
However,
grifting my ass off.
One thing I want you guys to remember is that
I'm not here to provide
Jaime isn't always
value.
presenting something. Usually when he
Knowledge to you
presents
guys.
something, it's false. Sometimes
Maybe I am.
people find things and they
can we
present
get
it
to
to
the point
him
here?
because they're in that area and he's the only
Get to like the shit. Oh, okay, there we go. There's the video. Here we go.
before
Here's the
Jaime
video.
even got involved in it. I saw it crash. I saw people touching
Like,
it.
how the fuck
I was
are you
like,
gonna sit here and
aren't
tell
you
me
guys
that's real?
scared that you're gonna get sick, right? And then I saw when people called him and when he got involved. It's not like he recorded it or he was already involved in this happening. So that's one aspect.
Dude, I
to
didn't see this
put him
video
at.
of the guy
But
finding
the
it.
thing is, and something I saw in the comments, I'm glad some of you guys have noticed, is that this incident bears a striking resemblance to the Betts Ball UFO mystery from decades ago, and I am working on a video of that now. Since I saw you.
So
guys
this is not a
commenting,
new
I was like, I
thing.
should do a video
These
about this.
occurrences are
People
not
may
new.
not know about it, and it does tie into this. This same thing has happened before.
Same thing
However,
has happened
the
before.
Betts Ball did seem to have sentience. We
Did
haven't
seem to have
learned because it was
sentience.
moving on its own and doing stuff. We know that this one is increasing in weight, seemingly on its own. So maybe it's doing something similar. But we had a very, very, very similar situation, and I believe the Betts Ball had some weird symbols on it too. So it's like I just take that for it's not, and we could.
I mean, that
this
video kind of
could be
sucked. I mean, I'm sorry.
Once
that-
in a lifetime.
I want to find the video of the Colombian guy talking about it. This is the last video I'm gonna try.
Just crash landed in
Somebody find the
Colombia,
ball.
and we got our hands on it.
It's
Y'all,
the same dude. And so that ball's just flying around, whatever. Looks like they're in Hollywood Hills or something.
two pieces.
Okay,
Bien,
here we go. This is what I was
en base
trying
a
to
lo que
describe
yo he
earlier.
estimado, mi ojo
The guys had like an x-ray done on it, and you can see the shell of it with all these different densities, and this is like a side shot with the middle, and it's got these weird like light nodules. It's crazy. Yeah, look at that. How weird is that? These guys are over here fucking with it. This literally looks like a Marvel movie cutscene. Like, or like from Transformers, like the Tesseract. Yeah, like that's the symbols on it. Like, okay, so my theory, now that I'm hearing this dude talk about how this may have happened before, like, whatever the occurrence of that one was, maybe it wasn't believable enough to like, yo, let's put some fucking weird ass words on this shit in a computer mother. Like, this looks like a logo you would make in like Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Like, this is something, like, this is pretty low tier. I mean, I think it's a pretty cool design if they're listening to me, the aliens. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not trashing the design. Design's fire. Like, how you're fucking with us right now, really cool. But everybody's confused, just so you know. But I don't know. I could see this being a guy's joke in a basement or something too. So like, if that's why like American news sites aren't sharing it and shit, like I get it maybe. Otherwise, like, dude, this is fucking crazy as fuck. Like, why is this just flying around with this logo on it? This doesn't make sense to me. But to hear that this was an occurrence before with another silver sphere, but it didn't have etchings on it, like maybe this is a similar occurrence and this is a message from that we're trying to get now, or this is just some guy trying to fuck with people, and he put cool symbols on it. So, you know, scare people like you and me. But I might look into the symbols. I might just ask my brother, have you seen these on like Doom or Destiny or anything like that? This looks like something you'd see in Destiny, like the little orb that floats above you the whole time. Video game lingo for anybody who doesn't know. But yeah, that's it for that. I mean, like whatever, like UFO. UFO shmuamo, That's what I say. That's what I always tell them. Yeah, I mean, other than those two weird space things I wanted to talk about, speaking of aliens, I wanted to talk about Italians. And I have a specific Instagram reel that I'll probably cut into this video somehow. But I listen to Tim Dillon a lot, who's a special comedian from LA and New York. Bigger guy, blonde hair. He just dropped a special called I'm Your Mother. Extremely hilarious. And me and him are on the same exact page when it comes to social media and Italians. I'm Italian as fuck. My name is Stone Scarcelli. My last name's got hella vowels and syllables in it. Whatever. I got Ancestry.com, all the docs about coming from Sicily and Bologna and Scombolino, all the vowels you can think of, all the shit. And like, I just think the way people are so exuberant and like quick to just put Italians up in the notch for something. Like, I get it, having the swag for the culture and everything, but some people just abuse the fuck out of it. It's cringe, it's ugly, it's dumb. A lot of the times when I hear topics that they talk about, if I ever brought that up to any real Italian ancestor I'd have, they'd probably fucking scold me and slap me and call me fucking stupid and saying I'm talking foolish and spending money on foolish. But that is what it is. But it's just like the idea that it's just like this fucking like untapped, uncured breed of people, when like realistically, like there's so many different ethnicities that share similarities and like cultures that share similarities with Italians, and that Italians aren't just what you see in The Sopranos either. Like, I have black friends that are Italian. I have really pale blonde friends that are Italian. Like, the idea that it's just like this fucking gabagool vintage sweatsuit gold chain wearing thing is like extremely fucking unpalatable. And I'm probably not even gonna do the justice in my, disdain for the topics that I see a lot of people, pursue on the Italian culture socials or whatever. But it's just fucking retarded. It's fucking dumb. Even I took a small part of it. Like, I made my thing Dons with Bonds, but it has nothing to do with Italians. And I made my even logo first thing Italian, kind of because I was like satirizing the idea that, like, the Italian mafia is something to honor and want to be. Like, that shit ruins lives. That shit ruins families' lives, first off. Second off, like, the transition of old mafia to new mafia was just as bad, because people were just fucking rupturing homes, financially, relationship-wise, emotionally. Like, there was just all this bullshit going on. Then there was all these status quo fucking motherfuckers who thought they were fucking top-notch bee's knees guys. And you got all these fake tough guys. Like, it's just all this fucking bullshit. And everybody thinks the mafia is cool. Like, no. Watch any real fucking mafia movie. No one's honest. No one's loyal. No one is a true friend in this shit. And everyone kills each other over money and bitches and greed. Like, even the movie The Irishman, which was about just the lone Irishman, he was the only non-Italian dude and, like, was the only one with upstanding morals in the entire movie. Like, he stood up for everybody, and that's why he fucking lasted so long. That's why he didn't die either, when you think about it. But then look at him. A non-Italian guy wanted to fucking kick it with all those dumb fuckers. And what does he do? He ends up alone in the nursing home with no family. His daughter hates him. And fucking, it's a bad deal. It's a bad fucking deal. No, that shit's not cool. I think there's parts of culture to be proud of. Like, you don't see Mexicans flexing that cartel shit all the time. Like, no one's like, oh, the cartel, like, I'm a fucking... No, because they'll actually go kill you. If the mafia was still around, I guarantee you they would kill half of these dumb motherfuckers on social media swearing up and down they're Italian. Like, I know motherfuckers that got 2 single-syllable first and last names and that swear up and down they're fucking Italian. They wear the fucking gold horn around their neck every day, and they fucking talk to everybody like they're this fucking great get the Great Bambino or some shit. Like, that shit pisses me off. And I'm probably doing a terrible job of trying to monetize my channel because of how much I'm cursing. But if I have to get this message out the way I do right now, I'm okay. I'm fine that I'm a little ruptured by this. But it's honestly insulting to me. It's insulting to my family. These motherfuckers think they can have the audacity to fucking just speak so educated on shit. Like all this stuff, like the cooking and like the translating and the this and the that. Like, I think it should all be very face value. Like, there shouldn't be anything extravagant about pasta or pizza or, you know, nonas or fucking, you know, Sunday dinner or whatever. There should be nothing spectacular about it. I think it should be exemplified and like resembled in the religion, or not the religion, and like the culture and everything, but like this fucking idea that we're just like this one of one, you know, outcasts, like, and everything. Like, I get it. Like, every race has dealt with segregation and discrimination. Like, Italians definitely dealt with segregation and discrimination. Italians had dealt with some of the largest lynchings in the United States in history to date, actually in New Orleans. And like, I think it was like the late 1800s or early 1900s, there was like over 15 Italian Americans that were lynched in front of like New Orleans like citizens. Like, just other white people watching other white people get fucking hung because they were Italian American. Like, it's shit happens. Like, people have shit done to their kind or their culture, but like, I don't know, man. The fucking just the like the pompous, like this Odysseus fucking fake swag that is being carried behind the Italian culture, and how it's just being accompanied by all these fucking motherfuckers is so dumb. Like, I'm about to start buying. Like, I wish there was more Jamaican channels and shit. Like, Jamaicans. I got Jamaican friends. I've been to Jamaican parties. I've had Jamaican cuisine. That shit is something I can get behind. I want to see that exemplified to the max. Caribbean jerk chicken, fucking beef patties, oxtail, coconuts, weed, pina coladas. This might not even be their fucking culture. But if that's what it is, that's what I want to see. And I just wish that there was a little less, you know, fucking pompous attitude behind it. And I wish there was a little bit more ownership on, you know, the reality of people's Italian lineage and their truth behind the shit. Because these generalizations that they're making about the culture and the topics that they're diving in deep on piss me off. And if somebody's got a fucking problem with how I feel about it or what I'm saying, fucking come talk to me about it. Bring me on your podcast so I can talk about my Italian experience and talk about your Italian experience and how it's just a regular fucking experience. Yeah, everybody has fucking upset grandmothers and mean dads and spicy food, dude. Just fucking go to India. Like, figure it out, dude. Fucking the world's a vast place. Everybody's got their shit. So, I'm done.